Welcome back to the PhazeCast, and it's Digimon, digital monsters. Digimons are the champions. He's gonna see if he can fuck any of them. That's not actually what we're doing. So if you guys missed last episode, or if you just are tuning in for the first time because you saw Digimon was on this, I'm sorry. Eric has asked me to show him sexy Digimon.
The sexiest Digimon in your opinion.
The sexiest of Digimon. I don't know if they're the sexiest in my opinion. Because as you can see from the PowerPoint, this is a sexy presentation.
I see there
based on
there are
internet
23.
searches.
I like that you gave the presentation a title. A sexy presentation based on internet searches.
Sexy presentation, yes. So what I did is I scoured the internet. I went into the digital world itself and went on certain websites in incognito mode, specifically, to look up or Google or search just Rule 34 blank. Who knows what that is?
Wait a second.
To see what showed up the most. So, I found what showed up the most.
What kind of images
and we're going to show it right now. I dived into the pits of depravity for your entertainment, for your education, for your edutainment.
I don't think we should show this PowerPoint on
All
YouTube,
right.
Joe.
Don't worry, everything's fine. I did not. I only used.
You used it for reference.
I only used that for reference, and then I posted pictures that I believe all of them are official art. Some of them might be fan art drawings, but mostly it should just be official art because I tried to stick to the real shit.
All right.
Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to click to our next slide.
Yeah, please. Let's move on to slide 2.
Slide 2. The 3 types by Joe. We have the traditional type of Digimon that you want to fuck. They're humanoids. They seem the appropriate age. And I believe that generally most people will see the appeal as to why you would want to even have a poster or something of these Digimon. The next category is what I have found on the internet the most of. Non-traditional seems like a weak word to say when talking about this category and attractiveness. They are literal animals most times. And
yeah.
I put one dude as a child, but looking into it more after I made the slide, several dudes are just children.
How can it be that it's a child? How do you know? It's always a child?
Literally, one of the most popular searches. One of the most popular searches is for one of my favorite characters too, which is really disappointing. He's in the show that he's in, and where all this art is most famous from. He is literally designed by a kid's drawing come to life, and acts like a child, and is a kid because he was born like a day ago at the beginning of the series.
Okay.
Literal child. The last type is in the middle. It's the middle. They give off Lola Bunny / Kovu vibes. If you know, you know. Yeah? Is that
Wait, is Kovu the lion from the Lion
Kovu is
King
the
2?
lion from Lion King 2 that many a women in my life I found out later. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You should ask your fiance.
I will. I don't think she's
Is she a Disney adult? Did she grow up on Disney?
So she has a very European family that didn't have a television for the first 12 years.
Then she might be fine.
So I don't think
she might be fine.
I don't even know if she's seen the second Lion King. She's seen the first one, but that's because that one is a good movie.
Yeah, well, people still want to fuck Simba too. Anyway,
Simba?
Yeah, dude. Listen, we can talk about women's obsession, or just people's obsession with wanting to fuck lions and other animals.
I mean, Simba's got
later
a
on in the
presence,
slideshow,
I guess.
Later on in the slideshow,
as an adult.
Honestly. All right. Now that we know the 3 types, we're gonna start with the first type. Shall we?
Traditional.
Traditional. Now, once again, the traditional aspect is the traditional forms of the general traditional form of, what is attractive. Humanoid. Not a child. Not an animal.
Looks...
Now, keep in mind, every image I show you should be from the show or should be from the Digimon-based company, or is just fan art, but is literally fan art in the sense that they just traced it.
And who is that? Is that Bandai? Is this
yes, Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco.
Okay.
And I will say once again that this is also meant for children. This entire series.
What the fuck?
This entire series is meant for children.
What am I about to see?
So, now that we've established all of this, we're going to go to the first slided traditional. Angelmon.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is Angelmon. She an angel. She has weird leotard that shows us some skin and has belts for no reason on her legs and on her, stomach area. There is a lot of art of her on the internet.
I would imagine that is the case because she just looks like a normal lady.
Yeah, normal lady. This kid show with heels and everything.
How can I ask a question?
Of course, please ask any questions about any of the Digimon. I would love to answer them.
In determining how willing I am to have sex with this Digimon, how articulated are those wings?
They're wings. They flap.
Do they operate individually?
They can, I believe.
But they're like wing.
Listen, this is Digimon. The wings don't even need to flap for them to fly. They're just kind of there. They do the one opening flap, and they just kind of like Superman fly everywhere.
Okay, because for those listening, she has on either side like four.
Yes, she has a total of 8 wings.
Kind of beefy looking wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like a little chunky. It looks like there's a skeleton. There's a skeleton. There's part of her skeletal system that's pretty advanced.
Oh, yes.
Those, it's not just like a bat wing.
See, here's the thing. You would assume that Digimon have skeletons, and they don't. They're digital-based beings.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're from the internet, whatever.
Literally, as in literally, if you cut off, like, her hand, just data will start leaking out. Yeah, like little balls of light. There's no bones. There's no nothing. But we can assume that any external going into internal parts work. Because they eat. They poop. We know Digimon eat and poop. That is a staple of the series, actually. Stemming all the way back from their little Tamagotchi pet little games to all their games.
Oh, dude, I love Tamagotchis.
Yeah, Digimon was the Tamagotchi who fought each other, which is why it was rad.
I made my dad take my Tamagotchi to work with him when I had to go to school so that it wouldn't die.
Eric, you have the sweetest stories sometimes. The sweetest sheltered stories.
One time he came home and he was like, "I'm sorry, Eric, your Tamagotchi died." And I was like, "That's okay, you can just hit the reset button." And then he was like, "Why have I been taking this to work and feeding it every fucking day?" Anyway, so, I mean, obviously, this is just an attractive woman.
Yeah.
So, I'm down 100%.
Down 100%.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What's under the, because she also has a metal helm over.
That's her helmet. So what we've seen from her Digivolution form is that, you see, she was a cat first, and then all the cat gloves came off, and then a humanoid version showed up, and then the helmet was put on. You can assume there is a face. So
that's not my fantasy personally, but that's clearly somebody's fantasy.
No, that's clearly somebody's fantasy.
Whoever came up with this.
My favorite is if you look at the neckline. The neck is actually... She's got, like, a white mask.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, she's got...
that is only, like... She wears it on her neck to cover her head and then wears the helmet.
Actually, let me see if I can... Can we...
I can't enhance.
Can I enhance? Yeah, I don't
I don't think you can enhance. But yes, she has eyes and a humanoid face underneath. That is probably the case.
Yeah, weird belts. I'm down for the leotard. Mm-hmm. What's the thing?
Yeah.
She also has
what?
Not a fifth wing on each side, but some sort of tassel that looks like part of her anatomy.
Yeah. No. You mean the purple ribbon with wings at the end?
Is that attached? Is that...
No. She uses it as her weapon, though. And she does wrap people up in it.
Nice.
So,
all right, I'm down.
Yeah, I figured. Nice. All right. Are you ready to go to the next slide?
Yeah. Is it Greymon?
No, it's Sakuyamon.
Hold on, my mouse is fucking up.
Sure. I didn't put Greymon on this list, even though... Listen, I have a category basically for... Listen, we'll get to that. This is Sakuyamon.
Sakuyamon, okay.
Yes. Yeah. Based off of Japanese Taoist priestesses, except, big metal chest plate with boobs and a rod and heels. Very high heels. You'll see that a lot of female Digimon just have high heels. Very high heels. Usually sharp and pointed. That's a thing. Sakuyamon is a human, once again, with that weird bodysuit that they like on these Digimon.
Yeah, again with the face mask. She has a face mask. Also.
Yeah, you don't get human face. You get face mask. That's pretty much par for the course for all Digimon when they're humanoid. You never get full face.
But my question is, if I removed that mask, would
it'll
be
a human
terrifying
underneath.
Monster? Okay.
No, human underneath. We have seen without mask before on this character. Humanoid face.
See, that's what I wanted to...
I don't get is, the stomach area? How it's white there?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's her skin or if that's the bodysuit.
Hold on.
So...
Oh, okay, yeah, she's got like a human face.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you're looking at it? You're looking up
Yeah.
do they have a human face?
Yeah, I looked up Sakuyamon
You just want a
face.
human face. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
no, it's not a deal breaker. Listen,
I feel like...
I'm open to any faces.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
but oh, I see. Because you're saying that the white part is that like Pepe Le Pew, like his fur.
Yeah, or is that this is my bodysuit. I've decided to cut a hole right here so I can breathe. I don't know.
She's got a little yin yang on her
yes,
armor.
Like I said, Taoist priest.
That's cool. I'm into that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She casts spells. She does stuff. She has twin tails.
What's the deal with the belts? This is the second now only of two. She's got a belt also.
Digimon was made in the 90s.
It's all like
you want belts? Trust me, we're not done with them yet. We're not done with belts.
Fucking 90s candy kids with like 8 belts on.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm into Sakuyamon. I did have another question. The heels.
Please.
Based on Sakuyamon and what you know about their personality, do you know anything about them? Do they have like is this, because what confuses me about Digimon, let me tell you, Pokemon is clear to me, like what they are.
They're animals, yeah.
Like, is Sakuyamon walking around? Does she have like friends? Or does she go into a ball?
She could.
I don't
There's
understand.
several. So here's the thing. Digimon. They're all several Digimon. Like, this is a Sakuyamon. There's several Sakuyamon. That was an Anguamon. There are several Anguamon. You have to think of them as Digimon are based. If I get this wrong, I get this wrong. I don't care, internet. Nobody cares, but me anyway. Digimon are based off of our mythos and what
right.
we believe in. So there's a lot of Digimon based on that. And then Digimon has kind of grown into this sort of like, well, if it's connected to the internet, it's basically anything on the internet could also be a Digimon.
Right.
There was a whole series called Appmon, and I never watched it because the idea of just app-only Digimon pissed me off.
That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, but I guess my question is she gonna step on me with those heels?
Oh, the one in the show? Probably.
Okay.
The one that we've seen in the show? Probably.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. Next up is Lady Devimon.
Hold on. My fucking mouse, dude.
Yeah, man. No worries.
I just gotta leave it on the little arrow. I had to look up the face though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lady Devimon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She seems intense.
Yeah, there's a lot of art of her and Anguamon, as I'm sure you can understand why. They have a rivalry in canon, in the series, and in like the info dump of the character. And so the internet went wild. As you can see, lots of chains. She's evil. And that's, I don't know if that's her wings or her bandana mask or cape. But yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as like
her clothing is alive.
The wings on the first one looked like it was gonna be articulate This looks like it's probably just a cape that hangs.
Yeah.
I think I had a card of this one when I was a kid.
Probably. This is actually the card art.
Okay,
from
that's probably why.
the old TCG.
She kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more reluctant because it looks like maybe she would step on me and not stop when I ask.
Also has heels.
But
as you can see.
But wait, okay, so and then does that so she also has
A chain in her leg, yes.
no, well, what the fuck? Oh yeah, what the hell? That just goes in there.
Yeah,
This is a little beyond my
You don't want your big titty goth GF?
I mean, listen, yes, but it seems like, maybe it's a little more on the intense side than the other two.
She comes off as intense.
What's the thing though? So she has like a little creature that is.
Yeah, that's her clothing.
That's her clothing?
It's alive.
Is the clothing gonna watch?
I mean, it's right. I mean, it depends if you keep the clothing on or not, I guess.
Does it like
during?
Where does it go? It's conscious separately, or is it part?
Technically, it could be conscious separately, and I feel like it is. There's a Digimon later on here who actually has a sentient sword, so yeah, it could very much be yeah.
All right, yeah, whatever. He can watch.
He can watch. Okay.
What about the arm? The arm.
What about the arm?
Well, so for those listening, this Digimon also has a big scary claw arm. With a lot of metal cuffs on it that doesn't have any skin on it either. Why does she have that?
That's her elongated demon arm. You don't have one of those as a demon? Or a devil? She's literally called Lady Devimon. She's a devil.
The devil has that?
I mean, no, you'll see him later. But
I'm going to say yes. But I'm a little scared of Lady Devimon. But not in a way where I am completely against it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm open to it, but frightened. All right.
So I think the next slide might be more your style, and in the same realm as this.
What does that mean?
So it's in the same realm with this, but more of what you're looking for then. So we're gonna click, and it's Lilithmon.
Well, that's just a lady. These are just ladies.
She's got demon wings. She's on a throne.
Okay.
Yes, she does have high heels. They aren't pictured, but she does have high heels. And she is also, the demon lord of lust. So
what I'm still trying to wrap my head around in general is that's just a lady.
No, it's a Digimon.
No, that's just a lady.
It's a Digimon.
I'm pretty sure that's just a lady.
So here's the thing. Pokemon is all animals. Digimon is literally the subconscious and mythos of the human brain. So they can be anything. They're just not
And that's why
human.
some of them are sexy.
Yes.
And what is her... do they battle? Does she battle?
I mean, yeah, she battles. She's also the demon lord of lust, so assumedly she fucks.
Alright. No, yeah, I'm 100% down.
She probably uses the fucking to, go forward in her life and become more of a more powerful demon lord, but yeah.
No, she seems cool.
Yeah.
What are her interests?
Subjugating the weak and controlling the part of hell.
How come all of this is like a dominatrix fantasy
It
show?
was not all.
So
it
far,
was not all.
I guess I made one of them that.
You made one of them that.
But the other
one was an angel. The other one was a demon, and then this is also a demon lord.
The first one was the most mild.
All right, fine. We're gonna get away from the dominatrix thing. All right. But also, we need to realize that sexy is not just women, right?
Yeah.
We can agree.
Yeah.
So, hitting the next slide. Beelzemon. Welcome to Beelzemon. This
he
is
looks kind of like Cloud.
He is a biker demon lord.
Okay.
He is also a demon lord.
Is the gun attached to him?
No. He has several guns. He has his 2 shotguns that he keeps attached to his legs in his holsters. He has a bike, which he beat into submission because it's sentient, and now listens to him because he is the strongest. And in the corner, you can see him in blast mode, where he has a big fucking huge gun and grows wings.
So if I were to fuck Beelzemon,
yeah,
he would not bring the guns.
Probably not. He'd probably lose the guns.
Right,
he's just a biker in leather. I mean, you see the leather. He's got also a face mask. He has 3 eyes. I hope that doesn't.
And what does his face look like? Is it normal?
You don't know. I mean, what do you mean? He's got 3 eyes.
What do you mean he's got? Oh, that thing in the middle is an eye?
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, and in case I put Beelzemon in here because there's a lot of art, obviously. And also because, you know what, that's just par for the course, right? You know, leather, jacket, badass.
Belts. 3 belts. He does have
lots
3
of belts.
on.
He does have 3 belts.
He
only has
looks
2
like he works
belts
out.
on. He has 2 belts on, and then his jacket. Oh, are you talking about his shoes? Yeah, his shoes also have 2 belts each.
Oh, God,
so
he's got 4 belts.
6. He's got a lot of belts. Yeah.
Those are cool shoes.
Yeah. They have claws that go up. I don't know why. So he could kick things, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Beelzemon looks like he takes care of himself. I respect that. I'd fuck him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And in case he wasn't your style, moving on, it's Beelzemon.
Oh, what the? Hold on. My
what if
mouse
we
is
give
doing
you...
the thing again.
But what if Beelzemon was a big tittied god girl?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go. There she is.
That's even better.
Beelzemon. And that is an undercut to end all, underboob for days. Look at this. Look at the guns. Look at how excited she is.
My question here is, did this Digimon get implants?
No.
Because it kind of looks like she did.
No, this is Beelzemon, not Beelzemon.
No.
It's a different Digimon.
I know it's a different Digimon. I'm just saying that those don't look real to me. First glance, maybe they are. I can't judge.
Okay, I guess I'm just saw a 3-eyed demon lady, and you're like, the boobs don't look real.
I'm just asking.
Not the bullets.
I guess. I guess I'm more just asking in general. Is that a I just am trying to understand the boundaries of Digimon.
They are Digimon, and they
can they get tattoos and implants and shit like that? What happens?
I mean, I guess they can, and then they might lose it when they digivolve, because digivolving, it's just called evolution in the regular. They changed it to digivolve for branding in America. They literally changed their bodies completely. Like, women can turn into men when they digivolve. There is actually no gender associated with Digimon. They just are.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so not much to be said here. She seems cool.
Yeah, Beelzemon. She's
got bomb shoes.
Yep. They're also heels. they're heels, and I think they're revolvers. I think they're revolvers.
The bomb shoes?
No. Those are her bullets. I meant her heels. I think her heels are revolvers.
I'm seeing a pattern here, man. A lot of belts, a lot of heels.
So what's crazy is Lady Devimon, right? She's from the 90s, right? Beelzemon is pretty new. Like, she's from, I think a year or 2 ago.
And I did see a difference. I feel like Lady Devimon was the most creature-like of them, except for maybe the angel at the beginning. Mm-hmm. But most of these are just people in leather.
This is tradition. Remember, we're in the traditional section.
Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Come on, we got ground to cover.
All right, next one is Myotismon. Welcome to your vampire nightmare. He can be your angel, as you can see from his Heidi picture, or he can be your devil, as you can see from the top right.
I do like the duality of this guy.
The duality of angel.
I guess you know, I can see the attractiveness there, but what I think that his angel side looks like he's a little bit of a pushover, and I'm not into that.
He is one of the most recurring villains in the show, and he's a vampire who Lady Devimon works for him. So take that as you will.
And this is like some sort. That's like a completely different. He has a split personality.
No. Remember, they're just species. That could be a different Myotismon entirely who's not an asshole.
Oh.
That could be like, hi, I'm Myotismon. versus I am Myotismon.
What? So there are multiples of these?
Yes, because they're species. They're species. They have different personalities. They act different.
All right, listen. I'll have sex with either of them. I don't care.
All right, well that's
they seem fine.
Next slide is Lucimon. He's Lucifer. He is the demon lord of pride. He is literally Lucifer. He is Satan. He is your angel and your devil at the same time. I feel like, because I forget when this came out, but I think this came out
like an earlier one.
Yeah.
From the art, anyway.
Yeah, the art's pretty early. Lucimon's been around a while, but I don't know, man. Somebody like, I think either Final Fantasy VII or Digimon ripped off of each other at this point for Sephiroth, and this is what you get. But yeah, this is Lucimon, Demon Lord of Pride.
He's like the literal devil?
He's literally the devil.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'm into that.
Yeah. All of his attacks like throw galaxies and like planets at people.
And I understand his wings because they are just like bat wings.
Half of his wings are bat
holy
wings.
fuck, you're right. He's got on the left side.
This is why I said your angel or your devil.
He's got angel wings on the left side and on the right, but they still are wingy wings. Like I get the little bit disappointing that they're not.
Also, he's got bat
articulate.
wing and an angel wing on his head.
Yeah, they're not gonna get involved, but that's
they might flap during.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's Lucimon. There's a lot of fan art of Lucimon. I wish there was a lot of fan art of this form and not his child form, because there is a child form. That's like a cherubic full angel version, by the way. That's before he fell, because once again he's Lucifer.
Okay.
But we can move on.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of that.
Angemon.
I know Angemon.
Yeah, you should. He's the bodysuit wearing, ab wearing dude that a lot of women like. And a lot of art with Angemon and Lady Devimon. Surprises nobody.
You know, I think I draw the line at Angemon. Just does nothing for me.
He's in a full bodysuit.
He just looks. I don't know.
Yeah. What about his evolved form in the corner, Magna Angemon? He gets a stupid hat and a lightsaber.
Yeah, out of just sheer curiosity of what that would be like. I'm more into crazy. What is that version of Angemon?
Magna Angemon.
Magna what?
Magna Angemon. That's his Digimon form.
Is it magnet related? I don't understand.
Magna.
I know, but Magna. Why is he Magna? What does it make? What makes it Magna?
Something holy, I guess. I don't know. There's a Magna Draymon later too, but not in this.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? I think I draw the line at regular Angemon.
Okay.
Magna Angemon though, sure.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Next up is Lobomon.
I know Lobomon.
You do?
I think so. Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, because doesn't he... I mean, that's like a final form of that...
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? There's like one that kind of looks like it, but it's just
Yes, he's based off him.
He's
based off him. Yeah, he's based off of Garurumon. But this is Lobomon. That is also a person in a full suit, as you can see. He's got a giant scarf and 2 lightsabers. One... he's got them. He's got lightsabers.
His color scheme is a little boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of purple. What's his personality like? Because I think that's where the
right. So I guess I just put him in here as a species. If we talk about his personality in the show.
Yeah, what's he like in the show?
Technically, he's a 13-year-old boy who takes the form of a Digimon to become a Power Ranger.
No, I'm not into that.
By the way, that's a whole season. A whole season of kids who just turn into Digimon, like Power Rangers, like this.
Yeah, it's a hard no for Lobomon.
Yeah.
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 Is this the one at the beginning that you were like, actually as a child?
No.
What the fuck?
Because he's just a preteen.
Digimon is fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. And that's I believe that's the end. If we go to the next slide.
Oh, okay. So now
we're on traditional. So now we're at internet-based. Don't at me, I'm adding you. You all fucking did this, and we're just gonna go to the first slide. Any Vmon evolution. Why? Why do you all want to fuck him? Why do you want to fuck every version of him? Why are some versions of him fat and getting inflated? Why are some versions of him just getting fucked and railed by other versions of him? What about this makes you want to fuck him?
I think it might be that the exotic.
I want you to point out that I did any Vmon evolution because there's art of all of these.
Even that one. Okay, so there's one in the bottom right that is like on all fours.
The dog one?
It looks like you would like ride that like a horse.
Yeah, and he's gonna ride you like a horse. It's fucking. There's more art of the bottom left than any of them. Actually, the middle one and the bottom left are in ties, and that's what I also don't get. The middle one is a child dragon Digimon. And there's more art of him than the other ones, except for the bottom left one.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Certain versions of Vmon, I think, you know.
I do blame the artists for a lot of these, too. Like, the guys who made the character and designed it. Because just look at the Digimon on the left, his evolutions. They gave him, his kid form, white all the way down, right?
Yeah.
His adult forms-ish, the white kind of stops, and they give you like a weird package.
Yeah, they do.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And don't even talk about the veins on the top right. He's a veiny boy. That's
what I was going to break this down by form. Top left is a guy who looks like maybe he works out a little bit too much.
Left?
Yeah, top left, sorry. Top left. Did I say top right? He looks like he probably works out a little bit too much.
So the one with the wings. Or the ones...
Like, he looks like he's going to try to get me to, like, get into his, like, protein shake pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Not into that. The middle one, he seems all right.
Yeah, he's down. He's chilling.
The right one, no way. That guy...
Remember, they all have the same dragon face. If
yeah,
that is a
that's
hit,
fine.
no, or a miss. Okay.
No, whatever. I don't care. The one on the right, hard no. Hard no. Top right. He's this veiny, really angry. He looks like he might be a juggalo. Not into that. The middle one, that's a child. No.
That's a child. No.
Bottom left, yeah, all right, fine. Seems like, you know, not overdone, but he probably takes care of himself. That's cool. I would fuck that one. The bottom right one,
They gave him a crop top.
Yeah, and that's cool. He's got a good sense of fashion. I feel like out of all of them, that guy has
his design is rad.
Yeah.
His design is rad.
The horse thing, though, no. Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go to the next slide. We got breezed through these fucking things.
Sorry. Gatomon is next. This is the thing that turns into Angelomon. But there is equal to, maybe even more art of Gatomon getting railed or railing something. With it, yeah.
So
that's a cat. That's a straight cat. Yeah, that's just a cat.
That's just cat in Spanish.
Yes, it is. It is just. Yep.
I don't think. No.
Yeah, you can say no here. Next up, we can go to the next slide. This is Patamon. He's a guinea pig with bat wings for ears and can fly around. And vaguely penis shaped, I guess. And he fucks Gatomon a lot. According to the internet.
Oh,
according to the internet.
They get together.
Yeah. And then he also just gets fucked by humans a lot. Yeah.
What? Oh, the internet.
The internet. This is the internet. This is not the real show.
You're not talking about.
No. There's no Digimon sex in the real show.
No. It's gonna be another no for me, dog.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Next up.
Wait. Let me though before we go to the before we go to the next one.
We're on the next slide, but you're not looking at going.
Okay. Just as far as Patamon goes, I am now. Yep. I am now. I'm a little confused.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. That's the correct feeling to have, I feel.
I don't
That's why I said non-traditional is too weak of a word to describe this category.
I have no words for Patamon. Sorry, it's a guinea pig with bat ears.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. The next slide is Terriermon.
I just went to the next slide.
Yeah, this is Terriermon. He's clearly a rabbit, but no, he's a terrier. You can see he's got huge ears that he's holding together and hugging cutely. I didn't put his next stage, which is what I should have done.
Oh my God.
Honestly, his next stage, he's bigger, kind of fatter, has pants on, and his hands become machine guns. Gargomon. There's a lot of art of Gargomon in this fucking.
Wasn't Gargomon in the movie?
He was in the movie.
Yeah,
he was. And Gargomon is a solid design for a Digimon.
Yeah.
But he apparently people want to see him do very burly bear things.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then Terriermon just gets fucked. Yeah.
It's so cute.
I know.
Not
some
in a
people think too
way.
cute.
I mean, listen, if you're into it, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Don't say it's fine to do that. Look at this thing.
It's not real. I'm not going to judge. I was like, I'm going to go into this as open-minded as possible. But it's not for me. The little rabbit man
fair
is not for me.
Don't fuck Terriermon, please. All right, you ready for the next slide?
Oh God, I don't know. Okay.
Impmon. This guy turns into Beelzemon later. Later on, he becomes Beelzemon.
Oh, okay.
But this is him as a child.
It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
A little. He looks like he belongs in that fandom.
I like his shirt.
He's a little imp. Yeah, I mean, that's his skin. That's his whole body. He doesn't have a shirt. That's his skin.
Why is the smiley face sentient?
No, it's just part of his body. He's a little trickster. He can light fireballs on his fingertips and he blasts them at people, and he goes around the park and he just scares people for laughs. And there's several art of him just getting railed.
That is it. Okay, so for description's sake, we have here a little purple boy.
Child. Yeah, a little purple boy.
Wearing a red bandana and red gloves.
Yeah, who either gets fucked or is fucking.
He has a smiley
smaller
face on his chest that is apparently fused to his body.
Yeah, there's a lot of art of him and Terriermon.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Ready for the next one?
No, not anymore.
Guilmon!
I don't want to do this anymore.
This is what you wanted. So this is Guilmon.
Hold on, I can't click the thing because I'm coughing. This is a completely unlistenable podcast. It's just gonna be me wheezing into the microphone.
This is Guilmon. Guilmon is a red little dragon boy. Look at him. Doesn't he look cute? He's the character who, in the TV show, was literally born in the very first episode and acts like a child the entire time. To the point, he doesn't even understand that his human partner isn't a Digimon, so he just calls him by his first name and adds Mon on the end. He's like, Takatamon. And also, I talk like this. It's me, Guilmon. And, God, there's a lot of art of Guilmon.
Talks like this?
Yeah.
And he's a child.
He's literally a child.
Then no, man.
Literally born that day. Not even a year old. Not even a year old.
Grooming this dragon monster.
It's the variety with the art with this one that really scares me.
What does that mean?
Because, I mean, there's him going really feral and just fucking going crazy on a person. Or him just being inflated by eating too much. There's him getting just railed. It's just so many different takes on my poor boy.
No, it's a no for me again.
Boy. Good. I believe that ends that, and now we're in the middle.
Oh God. All right.
So this is the middle.
I have higher hopes for the middle.
Yeah, well, the middle only has 2 slides because I didn't want to dive too deep into this. Okay. We've seen the far ends of the spectrum.
Oh,
Here are the things that
one had an effect on it.
Yeah. The middle.
Hold on.
Uh,
The effect froze my computer. Hold on.
Okay, you're good.
Joe, you made this PowerPoint too crazy.
Dude, I made this PowerPoint like 20 minutes before we got on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucking was like, let's throw this together.
It's effective. Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Something's going on, Joe.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah, Renamon.
Yep, we're on to Renamon. Renamon is in the middle because if you Google Renamon, make sure your safe search is on. Just make sure it's on. There are so many different versions of Renamon. Guy Renamon, Big Titty Renamon, expensive action figure Big Titty Renamons are there. Like I said, when you Google Renamon, if you want to dive deep, you can turn safe search off. Just be wary. Just be wary. She digivolves into Sakuyamon from the beginning.
That's a girl.
It can be either, technically.
Oh, that's right.
It's always been billed as a girl, except in the German dub. The German dub, they made Renamon a male, which put a lot of weird undertones on her relationship with her partner, because her partner was a girl, and it was just a lot of weird... What turned from, like, opening up to someone you could be close to turned into weird, loving looks into a... I think that also spread the whole, like, Renamon thing. But yeah.
This sort of reminds me of, like, I guess a Gardevoir situation then.
This is...
Yeah. A bit. I think I'd really have to get to know Renamon.
Okay,
I'm not gonna.
That's fair.
It's not as
That's
hard
fair.
of a no as all of those little child critters that you just showed me. but
yeah.
But
Eric, if you decide to Google Renamon after this, I'm pretty sure you will turn into a yes.
Oh God!
Don't do it though. Don't do it on stream. Wait till. Do whatever you want to do in your own time. Now then, for the final slide.
Leo. Oh, this is the line.
Any Leomon. Look at this motherfucker. Now on the show, and in every version of him, this motherfucker either radiates dad energy or just I don't give a fuck about you energy, but I'm still here. And is literally the Jesus of Digimon, because he's in almost every season, and in almost every season he dies for our sins to protect us, and then we move forward.
That's the function of Leomon?
That is the function of Leomon in the TV show.
I guess it's like a C.S. Lewis sort of Aslan.
Yeah, I think that's how they just do lions in general in a lot of media. As you can see, base Leomon, the one at the bottom, has 3 belts on one arm.
One on each leg.
One on each leg. And then, of course, the one on his pants, keeping him up. And abs and nipples. Look at that body. Look at that. Those arms. Like, they just decided to go full on with that one. Grap Leomon up top is the wild, I went through a wild style phase. I have spinning legs and arms because I'm a cyborg kind of deal.
Yeah,
Don't worry too much about it. And then the top right is Bancho Leomon. Based on the whole like Bancho aesthetic, he definitely looks like a JoJo character. That's on purpose. Still wearing a belt. Has a chain attached to his thing. Died for our sins. Gives off I don't give a fuck manly energy. But yeah, a lot of the Leomon. I haven't talked to a lot of other members of my fandom because I honestly hate other members of this fandom. For a lot of the reasons that were on display today.
Oh
but
my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give any Leomon a no.
Really?
I appreciate that he died for us.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's always wearing pants.
Yeah. And what's
he's
under the
back.
pants?
A penis.
Are you sure?
Probably.
I don't think so.
Look at the bottom left image. You see that bulge? You see that bulge?
I don't know if he seems a little mean. And he's
He always seems mean, but he's always nice. The bottom left one is Daddy. That's
yeah,
the daddy one.
I can tell. I think that maybe the one that I'm least interested in.
Is it the veins in his arms?
Yeah,
Probably the
yeah,
veins in his arms.
yeah. He looks like he juices, and that's a little bit much. So no.
Gotcha.
This slideshow has broken me. I don't want to fuck the Lion Man.
I'm glad. There's a group of people out there who disagree with you. And I
That's
also
fine.
say, if you're going to Google Leomon, please keep your safe search on. Yeah. So, that was a tour to the different versions of sexy that Digimon provides to its audience.
What's slide 24?
I think it's just an empty slide.
Oh,
Is it?
There's no thank you for...
No. Because I ran out of time. I had to jump on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's just an empty slide. I was hoping
Just an empty slide?
for a thank you for attending my presentation.
And this was my Digitalk.
Well, thanks for coming to my TED Talk about...
Thanks for coming to my Digitalk about Digimon fucking. But yeah, comments, questions, concerns?
I have many concerns.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess the front end, of course, was expected.
Yeah, traditional.
Lots of leather, lots of hot bodies. Because
I
apparently,
will say there are a lot of Digimon I have excluded from the list because there's just so many.
Well, I guess we'll have to do a part 2 when I recover
No, we
from
don't.
this.
We really don't, because it's a lot of the same. I was just gonna say that a lot of the other female Digimon are either like Angelomon or either like Lady Devimon. They either give off a sub or a dom vibe, and it's very clear.
And why? And then, so that is my biggest question, I guess. Is that seems like a deliberate choice?
Well, I
the
could
creators of
have
Digimon
put in a bunch of the other they're just not. A lot of Digimon are just people in suits of armor near the end phase.
Yeah.
And that's not armor. I mean, I'm not saying armor isn't sexy, but it's not in the traditional sense. So that's why I didn't go in the traditional.
All right, no, fine.
But a lot of Digimon are like Rosamon, who is a rose fairy who has a whip of thorns that she cracks at people.
All right.
And she also has heels.
They always have heels.
They do a lot. A lot of them have heels.
What is
A lot of them
determining
have heels.
the digital shoes that these people are wearing?
I don't. Listen, buddy. It's just a heel world.
Thanks for coming on this journey. I would definitely recommend that you check out the YouTube version of this episode so that you can.
Oh yeah, this is if don't.
So that you can
Spotify,
you can slowly watch my face drop.
How else are you gonna look at all the sexy Digimon I just posted?
And you can see the Digimon. We don't have to just give you vague descriptions of them. I hated this, and I
you asked for this.
I'm gonna go take a shower now.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
We will see you next week.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
I like Digimon.
I
Digimon.
saw the movie when it came out in theaters, and it gave me a headache as a child. Goodbye.